Hi folks, today I add another panel to our collection. It has the Sony inscription on the printed circuit board, but I don't know which device it was on. If anyone can identify it, please leave a comment. The VFD is very well defined in terms of the segments, and the filter it was gives a fun effect while maintaining perfect brightness. You have 11 grids, the first two 0 and 1 for predefined symbols. The remaining 9 are for alphanumeric digits, and their segments have permanent positions which help to create the table of the characters and the numbers. Interestingly, they use two NPN transistors Q814 and Q815 to reinforce grids 0 and 1. Also curious is the care taken in the silkscreen of the VFD pins, which start at 14 and goes up to 42, which are the pin numbers of the PT6315, skipping the 30 of the VE. The driver is a PT6315 from Princeton Technology Corporation that support from 4 digits 24 segments to 12 digits 16 segments. For this, it used 3 bytes to control segments. We have talked about the PT6315 before, so there is not much to say. As usual, I will leave the basic example code and the identification of the connections needed to bring the panel back to life. To measure the current that grid 2 requires, I removed the transistor from the board and applied one identical one to the protoboard. I implemented a small relay that switched between the base and the emitter pins of the transistor with the emitters counter. When operated, it connects them to the transistor simulating normal operating mode. When at rest, it connects them to the probes of the multimeter, which is in the 300 mA scale. Now I use the same process to measure the current, but now I let all the segments of the grid 2 off. And if you observe here, the current is a little more high. Okay? Segments off means the current more high. I use the relay controlled by the pin 3 of the Arduino to proceed with the switch of the pins of the transistor between the circuit and the probes of the emitters. But okay, I know it's not a good idea apply switch between the pins of the transistors in live mode. But to this example is not relevant.